The story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego tells us of three men who refused to bow down to the king Nebuchadnezzar and were thrown into the fiery furnace, which was heated 7 times hotter than the normal. They had faith that God would save them. When King Nebuchadnezzar looked into the fire, he saw four men walking around in the furnace unharmed: Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, and the Son of God. King Nebuchadnezzar brought the young men out of the flames, promoted them to a higher office, and decreed that their God to be worshipped. The story of Daniel in Lion's Den teaches us about the promises and faithfulness of God, even if we feel like everything has been lost. Daniel's subordinate devised a plan and told King Darius to make a new plan in which people could worship only the king. Otherwise, they would be thrown into the lion's den. They accused Daniel of not obeying the law, and King Darius was forced to throw him in the lion's den. But God sent his angel and shut the mouth of the lions. Gideon is called upon to save his people by leading them against the Midianites. The Midianites were capturing crops and giving them grief. Gideon, while harvesting wheat and hiding from the Midianites, an angel spoke to him and addressed him as a mighty man of courage. The angel told Gideon that God is sending him to save his people from hands of Midianites. Gideon commanded his 300 comrades to surround the Midian camp, making it seem the Midianites were greatly outnumbered. Then blow their trumpets on every side and shout, "For the Lord and for Gideon." When the Midianites heard the trumpets and saw the torches surrounding their camps, they cried out and fled, a triumphant victory for Gideon. Noah was an obedient servant of God who found favor with God amidst a sinful world. He is most well known for building an ark that preserved himself and his family, as well as representatives of every land animal, from a great flood that God unleashed in judgment upon the earth. Moses is chosen by God to lead his people out of slavery. Pharaoh then decides to seek them with chariots. Moses is commanded by God to hold his staff over the water, and a strong east wind divides the sea, and they pass through it with a wall of water on either sides. The Egyptians pursue, but with the return of water, entire army is destroyed. When it came time for Jesus to be arrested in the Garden of Gethsemane, his disciples were upset at the sight of the soldiers and religious leaders who had gathered there, ready to take Jesus away. So, wielding a sword, Peter cut off an ear of a man standing nearby. God instructed Joshua with an unusual strategy for the Battle of Jericho. He told Joshua to have his army march around the city once a day for 6 straight days. While marching, the soldiers played their trumpet as the priests carried the Ark of Covenant around the city of Jericho. On the 7th day, they marched around the walls of Jericho 7 times. At Joshua's order, the man produced a powerful rope, and the Jericho's walls miraculously fell down. The army raced in quickly to conquer the city. The story of David is a lesson of courage, faith, and overcoming what seems impossible. When David heard Goliath mocking his God, he persuaded King Saul to let him go fight. David carried his sling and swung one of the rock at Goliath's head. The rock sank into the giant's forehead and he fell. David then picked up Goliath's sword and used it to kill Goliath and cut off his head. The story of Samson reminds us just how important it is to guard our hearts and follow God's way. Samson was born a Nazarite and was set apart with supernatural strength from God. Samson became great in his own eyes and began to pursue women outside of God's plan for his life. During his wedding sermon, Samson was so humiliated by her and at the wedding guest that he sought revenge by killing 1,000 men. The resurrection of Jesus Christ is the foundation of Christian faith. Without the resurrection, the beliefs in God's saving grace through Jesus Christ is destroyed. When Jesus rose from the dead, he confirmed his identity as the Son of God and his work of atonement, redemption, reconciliation, and salvation. The resurrection was real, literal, physical raising of Jesus' body from death.